Session 75, the Eden Project. The Eden Project is a visitor attraction in Cornwall, England. The project boasts two covered biodomes, known as Biomes, inside of which are thousands of species of plants that have been collected from all around the world. The first dome, which covers nearly 4 acres, emulates a tropical environment, whilst the second, at just over 1.5 acres, emulates a Mediterranean environment. Focusing on environmental education, plants are labelled with their medical uses, and the only mains water is used for hand washing and cooking, whereas the rest is gathered from rainwater, which is used to create humidity and maintain the toilet facilities. The electricity for the project is generated by wind turbines in Cornwall, which are among the first in Europe. Ecosystems such as the Eden Project are gaining more and more interest, least of all for their utilisation in space habitants. Closed ecological systems such as Biosphere 2, Melissa, are studied in the belief that if we can create a fully functioning biosphere environment, we could emulate the global ecological system of Earth. A majority of scientists agree that humans are the main force behind the sharp global warming trend of the past century. If we were to continue to impact the environment, we could encourage serious risks such as the storm intensity and frequency, droughts and floods, and rising sea levels. However, it is mostly agreed that climate changes caused by global warming will never be completely predictable. Benefits of these changes are equally unpredictable, but should be taken into consideration. If global warming continues, some regions such as Siberia could become more inhabitable and growing seasons could lengthen with the arrival of an earlier spring and a later winter. Of course, it is impossible for any one individual to prevent global warming, but if we can pledge to do our part to conserve energy and pollute less, we could slow its progress. By turning off lights and computers, carpooling and utilising public transport, recycling and buying locally grown food, we can drastically decrease our carbon footprint, a measurement of the total amount of carbon dioxide, CO2, and methane, CH4, emissions. Green energy is another way to reduce our impact on the environment and is becoming increasingly popular. By using power generated from the sun and captured in solar panels, as well as wind power from wind turbines, we increase the demand for such renewable energies and decrease fossil fuel consumption. To this end, biospheres seek to not only utilise this renewable energy, but create an environment that is completely sustainable, with waste products produced by one species being used by at least one other species. That all waste such as carbon dioxide, feces and urine must eventually be converted into oxygen, food and water. If we can translate those studies and systems to space travel, humankind could explore beyond the Earth-Moon system we are presently limited to. Everything that an astronaut would need in the way of life support, air, water and food, would be brought with them. Although this would be a solution for further space travel, we still have a long way to go before we can consider settlements or, further still, terraforming.